Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday again. Hooray, Monday. It's March 17th, and today is the Monday recap where we'll go over where we stand heading into the week for the various YieldMax funds, Tesley, Cony, NVDY, Misty, AMZY, and PLTY. But first, here's a screen print from Earnings Whisper. If you don't know what Earnings Whisper is, I just know them from basically sending out the earnings schedule over the weekend on their Facebook page. They get this out, and it's easy to read. So I know most people do use this as the reference, at least for earnings, the popular companies. But not much going on this week. You look at Monday, I don't really see anything worth mentioning, right? Tuesday, Bitcoin Depot, huh? They got that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Nothing. Wednesday, what do we got? General Mills, okay. Great, wonderful. Wednesday afternoon, 5 below. How are they still surviving? I don't know. And then we go to Thursday. Again, blah, frickin' blah. Until you get to Thursday after the close, okay, then you got Micron, Nike, FedEx, okay. Boom, boom, boom. And then you go to Friday, you see Neo and Carnival. And again, it's kind of a light week, but, we need a light week. We need a relaxing week as hopefully, maybe, possibly, we can recover from the damage that we have been taking, but who the hell knows? Anyway, let's get to the spreadsheets and see where we stand heading into the week. I'll start with everyone's favorite, Tesley. All right, Tesley, they have a synthetic 355. Most of you know that. There's 12,998 contracts within that one synthetic. This synthetic expires April 17th, by the way. 29% away from, basically being in a profitable position, but they have 32 days to catch up to that. They also have a synthetic 220, 23,310 contracts in that one. Tesla is it's priced 13% above that synthetic, so this one is in a profit at the moment. And again, same expiration date, 32 days away. All right. Now, as far as the calls, let's see if we can easily read on this tab. It's actually not terrible. So we'll do our best here. Get the proper zoomage, it's all about the zoomage. It's been pouring all night. I don't know if you can hear the rain. Oh my God, I can't zoom for crap today. All right, whatever, that's good. All right, so 255 in green, you can see those. We have 8,583 contracts. 255 strike price, 2.01% out of the money. I mean, that's a little tight, but we'll see. Pre-market, at least at 4 a.m.-ish, looked a little red, so maybe we're okay. But again, you never know by the time the market opens. They also have 2,147 contracts, 257.50 strike price, 3% out of the money. All right, let's keep going down the line. And in orange here, we got 262.50s. That's over 12,000 contracts, 262.50, 5.01% out of the money. Looks like the highest strike. And then they got 5,800 contracts, 260 strike price, 4.01% out of the money. So not really much wiggle room. And again, I do have this on the holdings. It is much easier to read. So let me just show you that way. Basically 1 to 5% out of the money. I don't know. Not in a good spot. If Tesla's going to recover this week, let's just hope it doesn't, right? All right. So outstanding shares, obviously there's no update for that. We covered that all on Saturday. So let's just get to the recap. The recap is the 30-day IV is 68.36%. Outstanding shares, 106.9 mil. Total net income, 59.7 mil. Total distro 56 cents. Total daily income 2 cents per day. Daily income is, daily yield is 0.25%. And if you annualize that sucker, 92%. All right. What that means is based on the weekly trades that they do, they're actually averaging a yield of 92%, which is pretty good. But they are also winning all their trades, so that helps. Reaction, yeah, we kind of want the tortoise or turtle recovery this week because you saw our strikes. I mean, our strikes are not really fantastic, right? We need some slow-ass growth this week so we don't get capped. Group A, by the way, they declare in 2 days, which is the Wednesday morning. I did a Group A guesstimate video yesterday morning. I will pin that to the top of the comments in case you missed it. Or if you want to watch it again, right? Very exciting, I'm sure. All right, here we go. Payment cycle 6. Synthetic wise, they're not making money. We know that. All right. So we can just move past that. We talked about the weekly income. It's about 59.7 mil. All right. That comes to about 56 cents per share. And Rodamator says that could be 60 cents. All right. But if they pay based simply on their IV, that could be 45 cents. So right now, the low 45, the high 60. I don't know. What do you guys think? Well, take a look at the guesstimate video. I don't even remember what I said, to be honest. I think I said 6. Did I say 60 something? Maybe I did. Maybe it's too high. I don't know. Anyway, as you can see, the win-loss record is pretty damn good. 46 wins, 1 loss. By the way, do they have a credit? No, they do not. They just have a debit carry forward, so that's not going to factor in here. Holding information, yeah, man, it's pretty ugly. The 355, it's pretty much, is it a gold digger? Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It depends on if I want to sing, but I guess it is. So you take my money when I'm in need. All right, that's all I'll give you. How about that? All right, so, yeah, let's not go through that again here. The value of the Tesley fund is 910 mil. The NAV is 852. Trade price on the money 852. Again, the synthetics in the negative. So let's move on. All right, Misty, how you doing? Well, we got a Misty 330, 34,940 contracts in that synthetic. MSTR is below 330. They're at 297. They're 9% below. But they do have 32 days to make that into a profitable position. But what can they do? They got to rely on the underlying. So we'll see how that develops. And they also have a synthetic 250. MSTR is 19% above that one. So that one's making money right now. 32 days away from expiration. We'll see how this all plays out. You know, that's a pretty big scatter on that position, 330 to 250. They also have a 260. How many contracts? 26,500. They're 14% above that one. So that one looks to be in a profit at the moment. Now, reading this file is nearly impossible because Misty is a very complicated fund. It's just the beast of a beast. So again, I'm not going to waste your time reading them out from this. That's why I always go to the holdings, which I'm going to provide this snippet on every Sunday morning on Twitter, if it helps. So yeah, follow me on, not Twitter, X. I'm sorry, guys. X. Yeah, follow me on X if you don't already. And I'm going to start providing more useful content on there. So stay tuned for that. I'll put the link somewhere. Well, it's in my profile. You'll see it. All right, anyway, so if we look at Misty, yeah, scatter-to-do. So, but, I mean, the bottom of the scatter is not really fantastic. I mean, it's a 290. All right, so let's just read it. 6,500 contracts, 290 strike, 2.52% in the money. They are in the freaking money already. So MSTR, yeah, I mean, this one's capped. So if MSTR continues to go up for this week, this is just going to be a loss, an overall loss. How much? Well, let's look over here, right? The 290. You can see the cost per share, 18.18. right? Didn't I never freeze panes on this? I think we should, right? Is there a reason I don't? I don't even know. All this time, let's see. I feel like we should freeze panes, right? Anyway, yeah, 18 per share. That's expensive. That is way too expensive. So you can obviously see where this is headed. If MSTR goes down, obviously, this is going to cost a little cheaper to close out. But right now, it's in trouble. There's two more strikes, 290, 250, and 295. They're also in the money. And they're pretty decent sized positions. The largest position kind of sits right in the middle, 23,821 contracts, 302.50 strike price, 1.68% out of the money. Not much wiggle room at all on that one either. So if Monday's a red day, that's not a bad thing for Misty, right? Because, Misty did have a big day on Friday. So, I mean, they think, it boosted them above 20. So, again, it depends on how you guys want to recover it. If you want to just keep going up and then get capped on the way up every time. I want to capture all of the upside, but I'm a greedy bastard. So, to be honest, MSTR, if it goes down 2.52% this week, that's okay, because we will win all of our freaking trades. And then maybe next week they can sell further out of the money, and then we can capture that percent of the upside. I know it doesn't work that way, duh. So, yeah, I get it. But, I'm just trying to explain scenarios where it could be most beneficial as a Misty shareholder. By the way, the highest strike price holds, it's for 4,360 contracts, 330 strike. That's 10.93% out of the money. All right, so again, our lowest strike is 290. Our highest is 330. The 290 is 2.52% in the money, and the highest is 10.93% out of the money. And we do have call credit spreads, which typically they're worthless, but we'll see. Maybe if we get blown through, these will help. The earliest one is 335. Again, I don't know, man. We'll let it play out. Anyway, let's get back to the weekly tab and do a quick summary. The 30-day IV of MSTR is 89%. By the way, BMax came out. That's a Rex Shares ETF. It's like they're gonna hold the notes, the convertible bonds for MSTR. I don't know. Check it out. It's a pretty interesting fund. I didn't really get a chance to complete. What is that? That was the wind? Damn. That was weird. Heard shaking. Anyway, outstanding shares 106.5 mil. Total net income 16.9 mil. All right, so far so good, right? Distribution, that comes to about 16 cents. All right, daily income 3 cents. Daily yield 0.15%. And if you annualize that sucker, 55%. Okay, cool. Misty fund manager, he's kind of having nightmares over the weekend because his strikes. He's like, did I do this right? I don't know. Maybe it's his first day. I don't know. But I think there's many fund managers that are involved with Misty. I'm assuming it's just chaos beyond chaos. But hey, yeah, if I were them, I'd have nightmares too. It's over $2 billion fund. No pressure there, buddy. No pressure. All right, Group D declares in 23 days because, well, they just declared. And that would be on April 9th. All right, let's look at the payment info, suckers. Let's look. Synthetic income. No, of course not. But short call income, yeah, 16.9 mil. That's fine. That's great. It comes to about 16 cents per share. Their win-loss record, not fantastic. Well, remember Friday was pretty green. 13 wins, 7 losses. Rodemator says, when all said and done, we could be looking at an 89-cent payment, 55% yield. Obviously, that is not going to happen. Their IV is 89%. So we could judge it based on that for the moment. That would be $1.43. So that's okay. That's okay, right? $1.37 was the last payment, so $1.43 is actually an increase. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, actually, synthetic wise, We talked about it. 250, 260, 330. Is the 330 a gold digger? Let's leave it be for now. All right, we'll leave her alone. We don't have to sing for her. And by the way, yeah, all this highlighting. Remember the chaos on Saturday? Yeah, I don't even think I hit 1,000 likes, but I gotta check actually. Synthetic is actually worth freaking money. Do you believe it? Overall, synthetic is worth 54 mil. The value of Misty, we said, is over 2 billion. It's 2.2 billion. The NAV is 2078, and the trade price is 2086. So yeah. Let's move on. All right, last but not least, we have the Fantastic Four here. So first up is NVDY. They have 3 synthetics, a 110, a 115, and a 130. NVIDIA is at 121. I think that's okay then. All right, but we're here for their calls. How are their calls heading into this week? Are we going to win trades? This up here, this is like an assigned thing, so don't worry about that. It doesn't really affect the overall net asset value. So let's just break it down. 25,900 contracts, 122 strike price, 0.27% out of the money. So yeah, that's a little close there. Then they got 15,000 contracts, 124 strike, 1.92% out of the money. 47,393 contracts, 126 strike price, 3.56% out of the money. And then 29,197 contracts, 128 strike price, 5.2% out of the money. So in summary, the strike prices vary from 122 to 128. NVIDIA is at 121.67. So these strikes are 0.27% to 5.2% out of the money. Not much room there either, to be honest. So, you know, again, if this is overall a red week, it won't necessarily mean it's a bad thing as far as YieldMax. Well, at least the ones we're looking at, the YieldMax ones we're looking at. And the reason for most of this is, again, the big green day on Friday, because by Friday, they already had a lot of existing positions open for next week. So they're almost blown through, or, you know, for their calls for the following week. So that's the issue. But, you know, after a big green day, we'll probably have a somewhat of a red day. You never know. Mondays, you can't tell with Monday because a lot can happen on the weekend. I haven't checked any news over the weekend, so I don't know if anything happened, to be honest. But anyway, NVIDIA fund is worth 1.3 bill if you care. The NAV is 1750, trade price same thing. Synthetics in the positive, 4.4 mil. That looks good. 30-day IV of NVIDIA is 49.52%. The IV estimate based on that for NVIDIA is 67 cents. And they're part of Group B. They declare in 9 days, all right? AMZY's up. They have their synthetic at 235. Seems pretty underwater. That's 18% away from the actual price of Amazon. Amazon's at 197.95, but that expires April 17th, so we still got some time. But right now, All right, as far as AMZY is concerned, they have one solo call. They sold a call at 202.50 since Amazon's at 197.95. This call is 2.3% out of the money. So, you know, again, Amazon doesn't move as much as the others. So if Amazon goes up 2% for the week, that's a win. That's a win for everyone. AMZY, Amazon, great. Let's celebrate. The value of the fund is 252 mil. The NAV is 1638, and the trade price is 1636. All right, 30-day IV for Amazon is 32.87%. IV estimate 41%. Group D declares in 23 days, April 9th. Okay, we shall wait. We shall await that day. All right, up next is everyone's favorite Cony. Hello, Cony. All right, Cony. Their synthetics are 185 and 220. All right, the 220, man, that's 20% away. I got to do it, man. I'm sorry, guys. You take my money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a trifling friend in need. Oh, she's a gold digger. Way over time, that dig on me. All right, for real. I mean, for real. Should it be a gold digger, though? Expires May 16th. Maybe we'll take back that song. No, for real. No, it is. It's pretty ugly. But yeah, because coin is at 183. Are they going to catch up to 220? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. All right, how are their calls doing? That's what we care about. We don't care about the freaking synthetic. We don't care about gold diggers. We don't care about your singing, Mr. ROD. All right, 36,550 contracts, 195 strikes, 6.49% out of the money. Okay, now we're talking. Cony's got some little something there, little wiggle room. Not like these other suckers. 12,480 contracts, 202.50 strike price, 10% out of the money. Okay, 6 to 10% out of the money for Cony. Much better spot than these other losers. All right, the the assets under management, 904 mil. So they're still out of the $1 billion club. You guys know what that means. Sir. All right, the NAV is 817. The trade price is 817. All right, synthetic bailout. There is none. They're in the negative. The 30-day IV for coin is 72%. The IV estimate based on that would be 46 cents. But anyway, Group C declares in 16 days. April 2nd. All right. Hi, PLTY. PLTY. Oh, PLTY. All right, Palantir is currently at $86.24. Their synthetic position is at $80. So yeah, what's up now? What does that mean? Well, it means they're profitable, right? Because look at the put. The put cost $7.92 per share to close. If they close this put today, they would have to pay $7.92. All right, how much would they make on the call? Right, we go to our orange dude. They would make $14.82 per share. So they would collect $14.82 net of the $17.92. It makes $6-7 per share, right? And that's why you go down here. That's what this calc is doing down here, showing $5 per share. But whatever. Obviously, it comes to you have to share it with the various shareholders. The shares outstanding, they have 2.1 mil. But for the most part, this synthetic is valuable. It's working. It's working. It's gonna make money. We like it. All right. Are we happy with it? Sure, I'll take it. Now, enough with this synthetic. All right, but the synthetic's in a good spot. So we can now just focus on the weeklies. That's the beautiful thing. I mean, it sucks when you're really just about to get destroyed in the synthetic. I know it doesn't matter, right? It just doesn't matter, but you'd like to win both. You really do. But, all right, so we're winning the synthetic. Let's see if we can win the weeklies, too. 9,147 contracts, 89 strike price, 3.2% out of the money. That's the lowest. Again, it's better than some of these others this week. 520 contracts. I don't think I could talk today. It's going to be a long day. 90 strike price, 4.36% out of the money. And then 5,620 contracts, 91 strike, 5% of the money. So 3 to 5% out of the money. Not much. I mean, not much space there at all. So Palantir, you need to chill. Chill out, brother. All right. So the value of this fund is 131 mil. The NAV is 62.50 and the trade price is 62.57. At least as of the close on Friday. Synthetics is worth 10.5 mil, as we said. That comes to about 503 per share, but they're probably not going to touch that anytime soon. 30-day IV of Palantir is pretty nice, 71%, 71.94% to be exact. The IV estimates, $3.46. Group B declares in 9 days. March 26th. Okay? Does that make sense? Does it make sense? Does it? You know what? Let me go over some of my options plays for this week. I know some of you may care. Some of you may not care. But before we get to the pre-market, I'm just going to show you some of the positions I'm dealing with this week and what I want to happen. TNA, again, I have my little interest-free loan. I'm borrowing basically on margin. I got 3 puts pending. See all this fronted money right here? $4,000, $3,800, and $3,400. These are on hold. I'm selling puts because I'm underwater on them, and I'm just rolling them. I'm rolling. Yeah, keep rolling. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just rolling them. I'm not getting assigned. Well, I don't want to, at least. Hopefully I don't. And I'm pushing them out further expirations, and I'm going to keep them out. I'm just like, so up this upcoming week, like I'm not worried about this one. This one expires 4/4. This one expires 3/28. But this one expires this week on Friday, 3/21, right? TNA, what's it at? It's around like 30, I think. Yeah, $30.94. So if TNA goes above this 34 by Friday, I don't have to do anything. This little thing can expire worthless. Fine. Bye-bye. And if TNA stays below 34 on the Wednesday, on the Thursday, maybe even before, I will roll this sucker. I'll probably just roll it out past this freaking expiration, right? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm just laddering or scattering, or, just because I don't want to have to do, more than one a week. Yeah, am I lazy? It's just too busy for me. Again, who the hell's time for options? But that's how I'm playing these puts, all right? These are my underwater puts, all right? So that's one thing. And then there's these other things. NVDX I got going. I got a put on NVDX, $8. We'll see how that plays out. And then I'm selling calls on NVDX, 11 and $9. Those are actually okay, because if those get assigned, then I stay capital flat and I collect premium. If they don't get assigned, fine, I don't care. But TSLL, on the other hand, I sold like an $11 call. That is, let's see, TSLL. If you guys aren't familiar with this, I'm sorry. You'll have to watch the Saturday video as I get into more detail, but I'm just showing you my as-at position. So I do have a position that has an $11 cost basis. So technically this 11, it can get assigned and it'll sell the 11. And then obviously my strikes will be based on all of these crappy numbers up here. So that can stay actually. So we'll see how that goes. And then I have a TNA call 35. That's below my cost basis of 40. Oh, wrong tab. 41.33. So this 35, I would not want TNA to get assigned. But as you saw, TNA, it's got a ways to go. They're at $30. So are they going to be over 35 by Friday? Probably not. But if they are, I'll just have to roll this up and out. And we'll go from there. So that's my options plays for the week. I know you didn't ask for this information, but I figured, hey, why the hell not, man? Why the hell not? Because some of you never really learned options, and you may want to. And if you do, all I could say is just do it, man. Just learn it. Go at your own pace. All right? Do what's comfortable for you. When I first started investing, all I said to myself is just learning investing was enough. I don't need to complicate it anymore with options. But that was the dumbest thing I could ever say. And then finally, months later, I gave in and I learned, and I'm like, oh my God. And the problem is, like, the sooner you start, the better, because you're learning every day. I learn every single week that, oh my God, I should have done this. I could have done this, and then this. And it's just it makes the stock market so much more interesting. I know you want to pay YieldMax, let them do it, but man, I'm telling you, you got to learn it. You really do. Anyway, let's get to the pre-market. Enough about options, right? Right. All right, let's go. All right. This is as of 5:28 a.m. I really don't feel like working today. Anyone else feel like that? Because, I don't know, man. I'm just lazy. I'm just feeling lazy. That being said, pre-market, here we go. Tesla is down 1.69%, 245.75. Tesla's down 0.82%, 845. Great, wonderful. Nvidia, okay, they're up 0.95%, 122.80 or 78. NVDY is up 0.74%, 1763. Cony is down 0.68%, 181.87. Cony's down 0.37%, 814. M to the S to the T to the R is down 1.59%, 292.76. Misty is down 1.29%, 2059. TSLL is down 3.47%, 890. TNA is down 1.91%, 3035. AMZY is not updated, 1636. Bitcoin They're showing slightly green, up 0.61%, 83,595. BitX is down 2.26%, 3770. Saxo is down 1.01%, 1960. SMCI is green, up 0.24%, 4227. SMCY is up 0.86%, 2450. Palantir is up 0.27%, 8647. And PLTY is up 0.1%, 6263. So that should be it, guys. That's the pre-market. That's the fun. That's the good stuff, right? Although, yeah, by the time you watch this video, this pre-market information is kind of useless. But it may be useful for the people who are just kind of listening as they're busy doing other things, and they at least have an idea of where where the market is headed today. So that being said, as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. Come back tomorrow. Maybe I'll be a little more entertaining. All right, that's the best I could tell you. If you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. If you want to help out the channel even further, please share with your friends, family, or other various groups that you're in. And again, it'll go a long way, and I do appreciate it. That's how we grow, through word of mouth. All right. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them down in the comments below. But outside of that, I got nothing else. It's Monday, man. What do you want? Everyone's grouchy. Everyone's like, ugh. At least I don't have to go in the office. If you guys have to go in the office, is it just a grouchy day still? How are Mondays in the office? Is it like, ugh? Is everyone like miserable, just tired? I don't know. What's the feeling? So anyway, if you made it this far in the video, you have to say the keyword. All right. So if you're new to the channel, we have a keyword for the people who actually make it to the end of the video. And I know it's not easy. So you have to be rewarded. And that way, if you type the keyword in the comments, you're rewarded, right? By getting the satisfaction that we all know you made it to the end of the video. So that being said, today's keyword I don't know. Yesterday I actually had baseball practice in the morning and then in the afternoon, 2 hours each slot, and it was pretty tiring, I have to say. Well, of course, my son had a play date in between, and I had to keep them busy going for bike rides and all that. So, but regardless of that, we had a two-a-day, baseball style, not football, baseball, and it was, man, exhausting. And I'm an old man now, so you know what I did? I counted it as a workout because I couldn't get to the gym. I couldn't go for a run. I didn't have the time because the first practice was 8 a.m. So today's keyword, if you made it this far in the video, is two-a-day. Have you ever done a two-a-day as a coach or a player? And how was it? Let me know if you want to keep typing. Of course, you could just type two-a-day, and that's fine. But let me know if you ever experienced two-a-day as a coach and how that felt. But I think this is every Sunday schedule now, actually, now that it's nice out. So I just got to, got to keep the arm on ice, man, because I'm going to pitch to these kids. All right. Anyway, guys, if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you got to say the keyword. Today's keyword is two-a-day. All right. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. That's enough yapping for sure. Thank you for watching and have a great Monday. Well, as best you can. I mean, it's Monday, right? Monday.